All right, let's take a look at Kaho Park Hole 1. Pretty straightforward hole, but there are some considerations. First off is the wind. It goes up to a 4 wind here, so you feel like you're playing on windswept fields sometimes. There is a bunker to the left of the green, plays as a hazard. And there are some guardian trees and bushes around the basket that can cause you some difficulty if you get mixed up in there. My preference for the disc on this hole is the Glide Roll Rive because I bag it, and there are some other discs that work, but that's the one that I use on this hole. Usually my aim point using the top chevron is either to the right of this bunker or over here to the left near this tree. Depending on the wind, I almost always slide to the left on the pad. Here we got a little 2 wind out of the right, so I'm going to aim more to the right of that bunker. And using the bottom chevron as a pointer here, obviously the gap you're trying to hit is right here. That's the sweet spot, but that's a pretty tight gap, and with the roll disc you got to be careful that it doesn't roll into the bunker. But that's the gap I'm always trying to hit regardless. Don't always do it, but if you can hit that gap, that's pretty sweet. And it looks like I'm going to hit it. Got lucky this morning. And of course the roll comes into play and stops it nicely within a putting distance. Now with a strong wind out of the left, what I do is I still slide to the left, and then I aim just toward the left side of the fairway and let the wind take the disc in. But you do have to be careful. You want to lower your aim a little bit and try to use the ground to stop the disc from going OB to the right. And this one's going to want to go a little long anyway. So yeah, if I didn't lower my aim, that probably would have gone OB. And I have a look at the basket, but yeah, this is one of the bushes you will often find yourself behind, unfortunately, and a big visual block, probably more than anything, but it also does have collision. So you need to either try to drive through it or rotate the world. So I'm not going to bother throwing that in. A couple other discs that work, Windbreak Glide Rive, or I'm sure the Windbreak Roll. BP also. I threw the Windbreak Glide BP on this hole for a long time when I used to bag it. Great disc for this hole. But the Windbreak Glide Rive, also a good disc. Here I'm going to aim to the right of the bunker. See if I can get close to that sweet spot gap. And I missed the sweet spot, but hopefully going to have a look still. Yeah, I mean, there is stuff up in the green that you can get stuck behind. Most times, you're clear. The last disc I'll point out is the CloudBreaker, the Windbreak Extra Glide. I'm pretty sure the only way you can get this disc is to purchase it, though, which is why I'm going to mention it last, because I know a lot of people are adverse to purchasing disc. But if we ever get extra slots, I'll tell you that's probably high on my list of discs to go in the bag. But here we have a 4 wind out of the right, and with the CloudBreaker, I'm going to aim just to the right of that bunker. Again, probably half a disc so worth of hyzer. Let's see if I can get close to the sweet spot again. Yep, that's close enough. Great disc for this hole. Got great distance in the Windbreak, of course. If I didn't say it already, 15% less impact from the wind. So yeah, those are a few discs that I think work really well on the hole. Hope you learned something, and we'll see you around the valley.